I've been up the sex and the and I can put you in. I can put you in. I've been up the sex and the and and I can put you in. I can put you in. I can see the whole city from this balcony. Back in 2019, it was outside free. Like Bugatti got it out for me. I don't care what body you was in, you can't offer me. Keep dreaming. Pineapple juice, I give a sweet, sweet, sweet steam. I know what they lace, but I just keep teasing. Hard drive full of heat stinking. Tryna come the same day as Jack, rethink it. You don't need Givenchy, you need Jesus. Why do y'all sit on me? I need reasons. I got plaques in the mail peak season. Shout out to my UPS workers, making sure I receive. You can do it too, believe it. I've been go up the sex and the and I can put you in. I can put you in. I've been go up the sex and the and I can put you in. I can put you in. I'm about to slide, okay, I'm offside, okay. This lifestyle don't got million dons eyes. Except for the like it time, I get rhyme high. Family, making sure they never done eyes. I got business with my mom saying, wait, this house mine. Can't lie, I'm on Angus Club 9. I got them on the beat, walking down about time. I ain't even got no downtime. Every time I speak, she say, yeah, that sounds fine. I've been go up the sex and the and I can put you in. I can put you in. I've been go up the sex and the and I can put you in.
Welcome back to the FEI Vaulting World Cup Final here in Oplabik, Belgium. We are just minutes away from restarting the competition, and our next competition will be the final round for the individual males. And once again, the athletes will compete in reverse order of merit from yesterday. Thomas Bruzewitz coming in first for Germany. He had a challenging round. Yesterday, Max just a little nervous. Then two for the USA, Daniel James and Jace Brooks. Rick Bierling looking strong so far from the Netherlands. He'll be in fourth. Then Ruben Deloney, the first to come of the French males, again had a little bit of a challenge yesterday. Sven Ries will be the third last to compete for Switzerland, and then we have a major battle between Quentin Jabet of France and Yannick Heiland of Germany. Yannick Heiland has the lead following yesterday's technical test competition. However, it is very close. Judges will remain the same as they were for the female competition. So at A, we have John Eccles from Great Britain. At B, we have Holger Janssen from Germany. At C, Anita Flamand-Prochaska from Switzerland. And at D, Frédéric Pétrou from France. Now the free tests will be judged with the same criteria as we saw in the female competition. Judge at A, the horse score, B and D, the technique, and judge at C, the artistic. Now Thomas Bruzewitz kicking off the competition in the males for Germany with Max and Sarah Kraus. So yesterday, Thomas scored 6.073 in the technical test. Unfortunately, too far behind to really change his position after today's free test. So really aiming just for very clean round today, and a good experience for Max.
This is where our story ends. Never lovers, ever friends. Goodbye. Let our hearts call it a day. But before you walk away,
strength and skill in the beginning, and then a wonderful back handspring, well landed. Just showing a little bit of hesitation before and afterwards, affecting the flow and the fluidity of the freestyle program. Just reduces the artistic score slightly. A neat little jump to the backwards Prince Neil.
Should've listened to my pops, should've listened to Boogies, man, why did I not? Because I really loved you. Oh, you told me that I was crazy.
Making some good use of the spaces on the horse. Still looking just a little hesitant. Coming out of balance there with Max. A nice backward somersault to finish. Thomas Bruzewitz for Germany in his 7th World Cup final appearance. Now, he did show a nice variety of exercises for the artistic judge. It will lose a little bit on the unity of the composition, probably slightly in the musical interpretation too. The difficulty should be relatively high. He did have some big brisk moves in there. And the execution of them and the small hesitations will drop down in the technique score. Max, however, was much more comfortable in himself in the ring today. Much more relaxed and vaultable. We'll head to the kiss and cry for the scores to come in. First, males. Thomas, 32 years old. Won a silver medal at the European Championships last year, and it's an 8.5 in today's free test. 8.590. 7.583 the total score. An excellent score to start off this World Cup final free test round. Maybe a little bit challenging for the next vaulters to beat, and good for him to know as well, as that routine was not as well executed as he can do it. So looking forward to the rest of the season, he knows he's got more room to score higher in the free test. He did change onto Max just ahead of the competition, deciding yesterday morning to compete with Max. So it was a last minute change. He gets to stand and watch as the rest of the competition will come in. 7 more athletes to compete. The next 2 both from the USA.
Next up for the USA.
Is Daniel James ready to enter the ring after the signal from the judge at A? And he will compete with Karete Zohern and Jana Leib. Daniel James for the USA. This is his 3rd World Cup final appearance. best finish so far, 6th in 2023. Has been competing with this combination for a few years now. Grete Zahorn, a 17-year-old gelding, nice and sparkly under the lights here at Centaur Park. And Daniel scored a 7.102 in his technical test yesterday.
I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you, and I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you.
Nice and directly into the lower arm stand. Should receive most likely an R exercise already from the technique judge for that mount. Getting into the concept too. Some lovely arm choreography. Big ground jump. You can see Thomas and the Kiss and Cry living every moment of Daniel's freestyle there. Nice harmony on the horse and some good use of the space. And lovely free cartwheel to finish. Very well performed free test for the USA's Daniel James. With Grete Zahorn and Jana Leib. A real smooth performance. The difficulty perhaps just a little lower than that of Thomas Bruzewicz, but gaining the points in the performance side of the exercises. His outfit really standing out in the arena here at Centaur Park. Looking to beat a free test score from Thomas Bruzewicz of 8.590. Same rules apply in the male competition. Today's free test is worth 60% of the final score. Thomas Bruzewicz has a total score for the final of 7.583. Score 7.530 from Anita Flamon-Prochaska. And it is a free test score, 8.084. And into the lead for Daniel James, who will at least hold his position here. The final score for the USA's Daniel James of 7.694 into the lead ahead of Germany's Thomas Brusewitz. And sticking with the USA now, Jace Brooks is next to compete with Oslo van de Bishop and Jonathan Schumacher. Jace is competing here at the final for the first time, 25 years old. It is the first time too that he competes with Jonathan Schumacher and Oslo. Oslo is a 12-year-old Belgian warm blood. Jace in the 6th place after the technical test had a 7.341 yesterday, so just slightly ahead of Daniel James ahead of today.
I'm thinking it too. I'm drinking till I can't speak. You found me at the bar.
Just the horse losing slight pace on the outside. Some mark taken off the horse score for the drop into trot. Perhaps the consideration of the horse score as well. Good variety between the static and dynamic exercises, but we do see him losing that connection with the horse every now and then.
On the night that we met, the devil on my shoulder is still
A lovely tidy dismount to finish, a good landing for Jace Brooks from the USA. Oslo van de Bishop and Jonathan Schumacher. I don't think it will have been tidy and harmonious enough for him to stay ahead of teammate Daniel James. However, we'll see what the judges thought. We had some nice moments of using the music. Horse score will drop down slightly, I would imagine, as well. The change of pace, as I said, will incur deduction from the A2 score, the vaultability score from the judge at A. As well, the quality of canter and the circling not as good from Oslo as we've seen from some of the previous horses in the competition so far this evening. Daniel James with a free test score of 8.084. Final score 7.694 is the score to beat. Still receiving some good technique scores, little difference between the judges. And it's a free test score of 7.493. And it is a 7.432 total score there for Jace Brooks from the USA. And that takes him into the third place so far, behind Thomas Bruzewicz and Daniel James, who keeps the lead. 7.694, the score to beat. Daniel now having at least matched his previous best World Cup final finish. Still a chance to hold on to his lead for a little longer. We still have 5 athletes yet to see in this male competition. The next competitor is the only representative from the Netherlands in the World Cup final this year. We should have had a Dutch pas de deux, however, due to athlete illness, they were unable to perform yesterday. So it will be Rick Bjerling next to come for the Netherlands.
He's getting in the zone to make sure his performance will be flawless.
And we are ready to continue with the next free test. And alongside Escape and Maureen Heckert, Rick Bjerling into the ring now. Rick did a very decent job of his technical test yesterday. Well executed exercises. Very clean performance throughout. And that earned him 7.358 and the 5th place after round 1. This is the first final for Rick, 26 years old. And Escape, a 17-year-old gelding. Showing so far a nice big circle from the horse and lunger. Scoring of the horse doesn't start until the vaulter touches the handles, however. Very smooth beginning. Upper spin. Adding a little to the artistic. We could have been a little bit more up in the centre of gravity. Slight loss of balance now. Just small performance faults from the technique score. It's not the same impulsion too as some that we've seen. Again, making good use of the space with the ground jumps. A little out of rhythm for his kick, but a lovely finish. And he should be very, very pleased with his free test here at the World Cup final. Neatly performed. Minor flaws in some places. But a lovely show for the audience. And working well with Escape and Maureen Heckert. For the Netherlands, Rick Bjerling. And a little bit lower again on the degree of difficulty than we will see, especially with the next 4 who have yet to come. A few creative transitions, maybe slightly less within the music. He had 7.358 yesterday, and it's Daniel James is the one to beat now. Sitting at the top of the table, Daniel has a final score of 7.691. And it's an 8.2 in the free test today. Wonderful score, 7.901, and the first place so far for Rick Bierling. Some really very good technique scores there. There was an 8.8 and a 9.0. What a brilliant result at his first ever World Cup final. Rick Bierling takes the lead for the Netherlands. Daniel James now in second for the USA, and Thomas Brusewitz in third for Germany. We have 4 to come, and still 2 athletes to see from France, 1 from Germany and 1 from Switzerland. Ruben Deloney will be the next to go. Then Sven Ries of Switzerland, Quentin Jabet of France. And it's going to be a nail-biting finish, no matter what. Yannick Hyland last to compete for Germany. 4 to go as things get hotter and hotter here at Centaur Park. Now Ruben Deloney for France with Yannick Kerselec and Orlof de Conde. Ruben, 25 years old, his first World Cup final too. Previous young vaulter European champion in 2022. Member of the successful French squad from 2024. Now, Orlof de Conde was not entirely comfortable in the arena yesterday, which gave a little bit of a challenge for Ruben throughout his technical program, leaving him 4th in the overnight standings with a 7.555. So Yannick just taking a moment here to allow him some time on the circle. The trot round is not scored or required. You have a moment to just allow the horses to acclimatise themselves to the ring.
This is the place.
Orlof definitely still not super comfortable. Ruben just taking a moment there. Losing some of his balance, struggling with the additional energy from Orlof.
You remember that it was
Really clever ground jump. Difficult and adding to the artistic. Now both looking a little more comfortable.
this is the place.
Even not fully able to relax on top of the horse. And just coming off to the outside in that swan dive. Right, he did land on his feet, so the penalty's not as much as if he hadn't, but it's still going to take a whole point away from his performance score. Just too much energy coming from the horse towards the outside. Not quite able to counteract it. Tried. Just taking a moment for the horse there. Fantastic dismount. Cannot fault the dismount. Wonderful, wonderful class of vaulter. So disappointing that he was unable to show the test that he came here to show. And Orlov is a very experienced horse, but just not loving the arena here in Oplavik. Much more hopefully to come from Ruben Deloney this year. Representing France with Orlov de Conde and Yannick Kerselek. They will be disappointed that they weren't able to bring it back after yesterday. However, all three trying their absolute hardest here at the World Cup final. So he will still have to go to the kiss and cry and await his score, but we will not see a change at the top of the table. It is Rick Bierling who has the lead, 7.901. So the point for the fall coming off the technique score. You can tell the athletes really feeling, the athlete lunger there really feeling for Ruben after that program. Artistic score will be well down as he wasn't able to show the variety of exercises, position or harmony that we normally see. And of course the horse score will not be as good as we expect. So it's a 7.245, still a very respectable score for Ruben Deloney, despite being unable to show his program as normal. It does keep Rick Bierling of the Netherlands in lead and a guaranteed at least 4th place finish here at the FEI Vaulting World Cup final. Now, the podium positions, the medals are on the line. Our final 3 competitors, and the first of 3, Sven Ries for Switzerland, with Iwan and Stefan Lotzmann. Really very well executed technical program yesterday, earned him a 7.888. He worked really, really well with Ewan, who, once again, he's teamed up with for the first time internationally for this event. Sven, 25 years old.
Everyone's walking right past me, like I don't even exist. If I were a home, they'd build right over it. Can you hear me when I speak?
'cause this silence leaves me weak. It's like you never knew me at all.
Strong,
Can you
tidy beginning.
feel me when I'm near, when I whisper
Super
in
gentle.
your ear?
Exactly what we're looking for.
Do you hear me singing this song? I lost my own shadow. Where did it go? Now I don't know how to
Very minor
live in this world.
performance faults here and there.
Lost my own shadow. Now who can I be? 'Cause I'm not no
A little bit of strength coming out from the Maltese lever a little bit early. I'm not sure he'll get the R for it. Lovely high jump.
You see right through me.
Super high, lovely finish in the dismount. Sven Ries for Switzerland with Ewan and Stefan Lotzman. Good finish for him here at his debut in the World Cup final. Maybe doesn't quite have the same volume of the exercises as we will most likely see from the final two. Perhaps just a little bit lower in difficulty, but performance-wise, that was super. Some real moments of connection through his body language with the audience. Top freestyle score of the day. Freestyle sits with Thomas Bruzewitz. That was an 8.590. Top score, however, from Rick Bjerling of the Netherlands. Top final score of 7.901. And Sven did have a significant lead coming in. So after that performance, he should for sure see himself in with podium position, and he does. It's an 8.098 in the free test. 8.014 total score, and into the lead for Switzerland's Sven Ries. The first of our male athletes to crack the 8 barrier as a final score. Sven Ries at the top. Rick Bjerling from the Netherlands in second, and Daniel Janes from the USA in third place so far. Now, 2 left to compete. The defending champion from France, Quentin Jabet, he will compete next, followed by the champion from 2023 and 2024 here at the World Cup final, Yannick Heiland from Germany. We have a direct head-to-head and not much between the pair after round 1. Only 0.12. And today is worth more. The pressure is absolutely on these pair. Neither are strangers to that pressure. Quentin Jabet competing with first Friedel in HDC and Serena Bousset. That was a change for him after arriving here at the event. It is the French squad horse this season. So he has competed in squad internationally with first, however, never individually until last night. So for France, looking to take home the title the second time, Canton Jabé, first Fridolin HDC and Celine Abu Said. European champion from 2025. It's only his second time competing at a World Cup final. His technical program was good yesterday, just not always in harmony, and some of the exercises were executed just a little bit of a lower level than normally we expect from him, and that's possibly to do with having the change of horse just last minute. Still, it was around one score of 8.259. From the outside, that adds artistically and to the difficulty. That's him right into his music. Horse just picking up a little bit at the beginning of the test there. Wonderful transition into a superb handstand. So fluid and soft on the horse. Big ground jump, adding more difficulty. Incredible outside ground jump. Hesitated just slightly before going into it. But beautifully executed, lovely finish, and a superb round for France, for Canton Jabé. Very well managed. First Fridolin HDC by Celine Abu Said from the middle. She didn't have an easy round and really worked at the beginning of the test there with the horse. That was a big difficulty scoring freestyle. Outside and inside ground jumps, very high level risk exercises. Lots of combinations in there too for the artistic judge. We really saw a good moment at the start as well, with Canton getting into his artistic concept. Standard here just so incredibly high, particularly for these final two males in the competition. Now, Thomas Brusewitz has the highest free test score of the day. That was an 8.5. I can't imagine that we ought to be looking closer, if not already in the 9s for Canton Jabé. He can't do anything else now. Has laid it all out. I think couldn't have really performed any better, especially given that last minute horse change, defending his title. Sven Rees currently in the first place. We'll know for sure that Canton is going ahead after that round. Big moment for Canton, also for Serena Busaid. It's a 9.167, fantastic score for today. 8.804 total score, absolutely into the lead. Canton Jabet, Serena Busaid, and first fiddle in HDC. Absolutely fantastic final score, and has made it very challenging for the final competitor in the male competition, Yannick Heiland from Germany. No one knows which way this is going to go. Both such high quality athletes. Yannick for Germany, competing with Ray Rubino and Lars Hansen. He had the overnight lead, a slight advantage coming into this final round. 8.377. 0.12 ahead of Canton Jabet. But today is worth more. Yannick, 34 years old. This is his 8th World Cup final appearance. And again, he won in 2023 and 2024. He's been in this position before. Knows exactly what he has to do. This is very tense. And Ray Rubino just trying to loosen up the atmosphere a little bit. Taking his own time. And it makes no odds to the score whatsoever. Just has added just a little bit to the atmosphere here at Centaur Park. And we'll go again. So Yannick too choosing to out from the outside.
You could tell the difference.
So it adds the artistic, it adds the difficulty.
And let it all
Just sets them apart a little bit from the rest of the competition.
into broad
Hesitation, slightly stiff in the backward stand.
So smile like you mean it, and let yourself
Really flowing free test. He's working really nicely on the horse. Go right into his music.
Say goodbye to the world you thought you lived in, to the world you thought you lived in.
More difficulty coming in. And a nice finish for Yannick Heiland. Very pleased with his freestyle there. His choice of outfit really showing his clean, smooth lines, especially with the backdrop here at the FEI Vaulting World Cup final. it is to the judges to decide. Again, it was very, very tidy, limited performance faults. Good difficulty. Ray Rubino, nice, comfortable on the circle. Good big circle as well. And real different styles from the two, Yannick Hyland and Quentin Jabet, both really getting into the artistic concept as well. But it really has to be at least, most likely at least a 9.1 in order to take the title back from Quentin Jabet. Quentin scored 9.167 today and an 8.804 total score. And it's going to be a tense wait between them. Very hard to decide. Everyone in the arena holding their breaths. Will it be Germany? Will it be France? One of them is taking the title again. Oh, and it has gone to France. It's an 8.986. So close. So close for Yannick Hyland. An 8.7 final score. What a wonderful finish. Super exciting, absolutely brilliant competitors. Quentin Jabet, double World Cup final champion. He has defended his title this time. A new combination. He is with Serene Abu-Said and first Fridolin HDC. A spectacular finish. Absolutely thrilling. The World Cup final individual male champion Quentin Jabet for France. And second place going to Yannick Hyland from Germany. So close at the finish there. Only half a point in it. Sven Ries takes the third place, home to Switzerland at his debut World Cup final. What a brilliant finish and an absolutely nail-biting end in what was a fantastic individual male competition. So we have a new queen, Elise Slayer, and then the king remains Quentin Jabet. We have only now to see who will win in the pas de deux competition. Now that final will come to you starting here at 10 p.m. So a short break to get your breath back and get ready for one final competition. We'll be back here just before 10. Join us then.
Just when